Welcome back to Screen Scan. Today, I'll take you on a captivating journey as we dive into the details of the 2018 film, A Quiet Place. Get ready to unravel the story, dissect the characters, and relive the emotions. Buckle up as we embark on this captivating recap. Let's begin. This is day 89. In a creepy, abandoned town with posters of missing people everywhere, a family tiptoes barefoot through an empty store. Mom, Evelyn, searches for medicine for her sick son, Marcus, in a bunch of old pill bottles. She gives him some medicine and uses special hand signs to comfort her deaf daughter, Reagan, who can't hear. Reagan checks on her little brother, Bo, who's drawing a rocket on the ground. He uses hand signs to tell Reagan, "Rocket, that's how we'll escape." He then climbs a shelf and tries to grab a space shuttle toy. It falls, but Reagan catches it just in time. Dad, Lee, is busy collecting things to fix their radio and make it stronger. He also grabs some wire cutters for Reagan. Mom uses hand signs to tell everyone it's getting dark soon, so they pack up and get ready to leave. But then everyone's face turns white with fear. Bo has the noisy space shuttle toy. Dad carefully takes it away and removes the batteries, explaining with hand signs it's too loud. They sneak out of the store and walk home on a path of dirt they made. They reach a bridge, but then disaster strikes. Bo, who snuck the toy back, accidentally turns it on with the batteries he grabbed. The loud noise attracts a scary monster, who snatches Bo away. Dad tries to save him, but it's too late. Day 472 at the Abbott's farm. It's been a long time, 472 days to be exact, for the Abbotts. They're back at their farm, trying to live a normal life as much as possible. Lee, the dad, is downstairs in a special room. He's got tons of TVs showing cameras all around the farm, a radio to talk to other people, if there are any, and all sorts of gadgets to fix things. He's also collected news articles about the scary alien monsters and written notes about their weaknesses like being blind and having a sensitive hearing attack sound. Upstairs, Evelyn, the mom, is busy too. She's pregnant and making a cool hanging decoration for the baby's room. There's also a special crib with a cover to keep it quiet and an oxygen tank with a tiny breathing mask for the baby, just in case. Lee climbs up to the tallest part of their grain storage and looks at pictures of Bo, their little boy who they lost. It's a sad moment. Evelyn asks Reagan, their deaf daughter, to tell Lee dinner is ready. Reagan isn't thrilled, but she does it. They all say a silent prayer before eating their quiet food off leaves instead of plates. Gotta stay quiet, remember? After dinner, Reagan and Marcus play a board game. But whoops, Marcus bumps a lantern and the rug catches fire. Thankfully, Lee puts it out quickly. They wait nervously, hoping they didn't attract any monsters with the noise. But all seems clear until a loud bang echoes from the roof. Lee rushes to check and sees a surprised raccoon tumbling down. Just a scare. Lee goes back down to his special room and starts working on something cool, a device to help Reagan hear. Evelyn joins him, and they share a sweet moment. They even put on headphones and slow dance together to a nice song, even though they have to keep it quiet. Day 473. Lee is busy outside, pouring more sand on their walking paths to muffle their footsteps. Inside, Evelyn is downstairs in the cellar checking her blood pressure. The baby is coming in just a couple of weeks. She listens to the baby's strong heartbeat with a special tool. Reagan sneaks in and wants to go down to the basement, but Lee stops her. He's been working on a special gadget for her hearing, using parts from a stereo. He wants to put it on her, but Reagan remembers all the other times these things haven't worked and refuses. Lee feels defeated and gives her the gadget anyway. He has to leave for a trip and asks Marcus to come, but Marcus is scared. Reagan actually wants to go, but Lee tells her to stay home and help Mom. Upset that the gadget doesn't work, Reagan packs a bag with some tools and something special from her room, then decides to secretly leave the farm. Lee takes Marcus on a trip to the river. By a loud waterfall, they can finally talk normally without worrying about the monsters hearing them. Marcus asks why his sister Reagan couldn't come and if Dad blames her for Bo's death. Remember their little brother? Lee assures him it wasn't anyone's fault. Marcus is worried about Reagan and thinks Lee should tell her he still loves her. Meanwhile, Reagan reaches the walking bridge where they have a special memorial for Bo. She has something hidden in her bag. It's the space shuttle toy. But this time, she's super clever. She uses her tools to cut a wire and modify the toy so it lights up without making a sound. Back at home, things aren't going well for Evelyn either. She's carrying laundry downstairs when the bag gets stuck on a broken stair. As she pulls it free, she trips and falls, getting hurt on a sharp nail sticking out of the stairs. Ouch! Lee and Marcus are heading home when wham! An old man jumps out of the woods, scaring them both. But that's not the worst part. Next to him lies his wife, very still. Lee begs the old man to stay quiet, but the poor guy lets out a loud scream. Grabbing Marcus, Lee makes a run for it as the alien snatches the old man away. Back at the house, things are bad for Evelyn too. Her water just broke, and she needs to get downstairs. But as she goes, she steps right on a sharp nail sticking out. She bites her lip to stop from screaming, but the picture frames she's carrying fall with a crash. That sound is like dinner bell to a monster, and one soon creeps into the house. Evelyn yanks her foot free, turns on the special red lights outside as a warning, and frantically searches for a kitchen timer. Downstairs, the alien creeps closer, listening for any sound. Finally, the timer goes off. The monster lunges at the sound, giving Evelyn a chance to run upstairs. But another alien is already outside. Evelyn reaches the bathroom and gets into the bathtub. Her baby is coming, and the monster is hot on her heels. Lee races home, his heart pounding. He sees the flashing red lights, a terrible sign. He uses sign language to tell Marcus one word, rocket. Then, with a deep breath, he tells his son, I need you to make a really loud noise. You can be brave. Grabbing his shotgun, Lee rushes inside to search for his family. Meanwhile, Marcus sprints towards a hidden spot and lights a fuse. Whoosh! A spectacular shower of fireworks explodes into the night sky, a loud distraction. Lee searches the house frantically, his eyes landing on the empty bathtub, stained red. Tears well up in his eyes, fearing the worst. But then, a tiny sound. In the shower stall, Evelyn huddles with their newborn baby boy, safe for now. Outside, Marcus heads back to the house, his ears ringing from the fireworks. Suddenly, a terrifying screech slices through the air. An alien. Marcus panics and bolts towards the cornfield, but doesn't see the giant tractor wheel in his path. With a sickening thud, he collides with the wheel and falls unconscious. Reagan arrives home and sees a flashlight beam flickering from the cornfield. But with her cochlear implant off, she doesn't hear the approaching alien. Luckily, just as the monster gets close, Reagan's implant starts screeching with loud feedback. The horrible noise scares the alien away. Phew. Reagan finds Marcus, who's out cold after his tractor wheel accident, and they climb up to the hidden room on top of the grain silo for safety. Meanwhile, downstairs in the cellar, Lee tucks their newborn son into the special soundproof crib. Evelyn can't help but think about Bo, wishing she'd carried him that day. Exhausted, she makes Lee promise to keep their new baby and Marcus safe before finally drifting off to sleep. But danger lurks. Lee leaves to find the missing kids, and water starts pouring into the cellar. Evelyn wakes up to a flooded basement. To make matters worse, a creepy alien has climbed down and is looking right at the crib, with the lid open. Heart pounding, Evelyn carefully picks up her baby and hides behind the waterfall flooding the room, hoping the monster won't see them. On top of the silo, Marcus tries to reassure Reagan with signs, saying, "Don't worry, Dad will find us." But Reagan knows it's dangerous and signs back, "He'll come for you, but you need to stay strong." Suddenly, a loud crack splits the night. The hatch on the silo gives way, and Marcus tumbles into the grain below. He's trapped, slowly sinking. Back in the cellar, the noise from the silo attracts the alien's attention, pulling it away from Evelyn. The broken hatch crashes down completely, narrowly missing Marcus as it falls. Reagan, quick thinking, jumps into the silo after him. She pushes the hatch towards Marcus, giving him something to hold onto as he struggles against the sinking grain. But now, Reagan herself is in danger, buried beneath the wheat. Marcus uses all his strength to pull his sister out, saving her just in time. Both siblings collapse onto the top silo door, gasping for breath. But their relief is short-lived. A blood-curdling crash echoes from above. The alien from the flooded cellar has found them. The kids huddle together under the hatch door, fearing the worst. Just as the alien lunges, Reagan's cochlear implant lets out a deafening screech once again. The feedback is so powerful, it sends the alien flying out of the silo in a panic. The kids are safe for now. Reagan and Marcus scramble out of the silo, hearts pounding. They spot a pickup truck, maybe their escape. In the distance, they see Lee running towards them, an axe gripped in his hand. But before he can reach them, a horrifying screech fills the air, the alien. Marcus screams in terror, exactly what the monster wants. It turns away from Lee and charges towards the truck, its claws tearing at the metal. This time, something is different. Reagan realizes the loud feedback from her cochlear implant is a weapon. But as she reaches to turn it on, a new fear grips her. The loud noise might also hurt her baby brother. With a heavy heart, she turns the device off. The silence is deafening. The alien focuses its full attention on the truck, tearing at Reagan and Marcus like trapped animals. Lee, though badly hurt from his fight, sees what's happening. He makes eye contact with his daughter, a silent message passing between them. He signs with a tear rolling down his cheek, "I love you. I have always loved you." Then, with a mighty yell, Lee charges at the alien, creating a distraction. The kids watch in horror, but they know what they have to do. They put the truck in neutral and use the slope of the land to roll it back towards the house. It's a desperate gamble, but their only hope. As the truck rolls towards safety, Reagan and Marcus pray they can reach their mother before it's too late. Evelyn and the kids huddle together in the flooded cellar, the sound of the approaching alien a terrifying drumbeat. Reagan, never allowed down here before, is struck by the sight of her father's work, tools, wires, and scribbled notes about her cochlear implant. Tears well up in her eyes, a mix of grief and gratitude. Suddenly, the lights flicker, plunging them into an eerie darkness. The alien enters the flooded basement, cutting off their escape. Reagan, ever sharp, spots a note scribbled by her father. What is their weakness? A spark of hope ignites within her. Her gaze falls on a row of hearing aids on a workbench. Could that be the answer? Taking a deep breath, she turns on her cochlear implant. The high-pitched feedback makes the alien flinch, momentarily stunned. But Reagan knows it's not enough. Grabbing the processor, she holds it close to a microphone, amplifying the screech into a deafening howl. The alien shrieks, collapsing to its knees. Before it can recover, Evelyn acts. Lee's shotgun is in her hands, and with a fierce glint in her eye, she blasts the creature's head apart. A wave of relief washes over them, but it's short-lived. Glancing at the surveillance monitors, they see the monstrous response. Every alien in the area is converging on their farmhouse. Reagan, her face hardening with determination, cranks the volume on the speakers to a deafening level. Evelyn, a wry smile playing on her lips, pumps the shotgun once, ready for the fight of their lives. The house may be surrounded, but inside, a family stands united, ready to defend their home. For more insights and breakdowns of intriguing films like this, don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a like to support the channel. Thank you for watching.